Hi, good evening, and a warm welcome to this webinar on the postgraduate law programs at Sai University. As you may be aware, Sai University is a university of global eminence established in Chennai by a Tamil Nadu Legislative Act, Sai University Act. LLM in regulation and governance. It's a one-year LLM complying with the UGC guidelines on one-year LLM. So this LLM, we don't have this specialization in any of the universities in India. It is regulation and governance, where we look at the courses on regulation. And as part of this this LLM, you are supposed to write a dissertation, a research piece you will have to write. And in LLM, the courses that we have are broadly classified into foundational, specialization courses, and optional courses. And through these three different varieties of courses, you get a thorough exposure. Amit Rai, I get your point. I will answer that. Okay, we will come to that. Yeah, we'll come to that. Yeah. Okay, next slide. Yeah. So when you look at LLM in regulatory studies, the course structure, as we mentioned, foundational courses, these are UGC mandated courses. We have courses on research methods and legal writing, law and justice in a globalizing world, comparative public law / systems of governance. Specialization courses are in the field of regulation and governance. So we have courses on regulatory state, competition law, environmental regulations, corporate governance. So as I mentioned, these are horizontal, which are applicable to all the technology or whatever field of regulation that you want to take. These are equally applicable to all the fields. We also have course on public policy as a specialization course, which is offered in the LLM. Optional courses, you have an option of choosing any of the clusters. We have 3 clusters wherein we offer optional courses. One is infrastructure and sustainability cluster, where we have courses like energy law, environmental law, water law, etc. We also have a cluster called corporate and financial regulations, where we have courses like securities law, insurance law, banking law, international financial regulations. All those courses are being offered in the corporate and financial regulation cluster. Then we have technology law and policy cluster, wherein you have courses on regulation of these technologies, emerging technologies, as well as well-established technologies. So telecom law, media law, all these options are being there in in the optional courses. But it is not mandatory that you have to take courses only from a particular cluster. If you are interested in taking one course from infrastructure and sustainability, environmental, or one course from corporate and one course from technology law, that is also possible. But you can have micro specialization if you want to opt for these optional courses. Coming to LLM, the admission process, eligibility is that you have to have an LLB or BL recognized by Bar Council of India and the universities, or an equivalent foreign degree which is recognized in India. You have to take an admission test. Either you can get your CLAT PG marks or LSAT India marks, or Sai University also have a law school admission test is there. You can opt for that. And weightage is 70% as mandated by UGC. Your admission score, 70% weightage is given for that. And the 30% weightage is given for your work experience, publication, and statement of purpose. So equally divided among these is how the admission process. Now, coming to your question about fee and the scholarship, as mentioned, both for Daksha and LLM, we have very generous scholarship ranging from 75% to 25%. There are different grades. And if you go to our website, you can make a rough calculation about what would be the scholarship that you will be getting. If you go to the scholarship tab in our website, you will get an idea about what would be the scholarship that you will be getting, because there are many criteria, objective criteria. If you have publication, international publication, you get 75% scholarship. So like that, objective criteria is being given on the website. So you yourself will be able to understand as to how much is a scholarship that you will be getting.